The best way you can support me is with a simple subscribe. Subscribe to my channel for more content like this. All right, Mr. TALIAFERRO TV. All right, first and foremost, there's video footage of Trick Daddy and Meek Mill. I left it out. Y'all know they be tripping on here, so I could just catch you guys up shortly. Meek Mill was doing an interview. He did a few of them promoting his album, Wins and Losses. And he was talking to Ebro in the morning in this specific interview. And he was just generally talking about his influence he had on the young bulls, the young rappers. I believe he was talking about that Quavo audience around that age, the Offset, the Migos, the Travis Scotts of the world. He was just talking about his influence he has on them and how rappers, young rappers, don't want to talk about shooting anymore. They're trying to get yachts in Miami. And Meek was like, Dreamchasers was one of the first to start that Miami yacht life. And he took a little credit for that. Did he take credit for something that he probably didn't create? Maybe he did. I don't even know how influential the yacht life is. I can't afford any of that shit. That's rich people talk. So I don't know if people were really doing the yacht life before Meek. I just know I see it with Meek because he's always been somebody that posts everything on his social media account. Again, with that being said, I don't think Meek meant anything by it. I didn't think it was that too rude of a comment to the city of Miami. So Trick Daddy, he gets on his Instagram account and he goes off on Meek. He's like, nigga, you banned from Miami. You ain't starting no yacht life. You, nigga, who you think you is? We getting rid of your visa in Miami. You can't come here. You calling them all type of B's and all type of shit. And I'm like, what has happened? Like, did that, what Meek said, in that calm of a tone that Meek was talking, it wasn't like a braggadocious, yeah, I'm the shit, nigga, I am Miami type vibe. It was just Meek was being him, being what's gotten him thus far, popping off at the mouth. But it wasn't nothing heavy. I don't understand why Trick got so upset. Right now, let's talk about irony, right? Let's talk about irony. Meek Mill, the irony in the same interview, he talked about how he had been on Xans and Perks in the recent past over the last couple years, and he's off now. And he talked about that's probably why the Drake situation went left. He said he probably handled it the wrong way, right? The irony is, Trick Daddy is somebody who's never turned down a good time, right? And I do believe you could say drugs are a part of Trick Daddy's life in some form or fashion. It felt like to me, Trick Dad was on one. It felt like Trick Daddy was on one. But the thing is, I don't think it's right for Meek to just get all in his feelings about somebody being off the drugs, whatever it could be. And that's not nothing I know. I'm just guessing here. I don't think it's right for Meek to go off and get mad about somebody doing something that he did to Drake a couple years ago. Going off on Wale over not posting his shit because he was off the drugs and he was like, you couldn't tell him that. So if Trick Dad's going through the same thing, you really can't get mad at Trick Daddy if you're Meek. I don't agree with what Trick Daddy said. Again, maybe there's something else under the table that's happened between these two. I doubt it. I think that the rap world is picking on Meek Mill, right? I think Meek Mill's interviews are more polarizing because his name is involved in more shit than a lot of other people. And I think when he does do interviews, I think Meek's a very good interviewer. I think he has great interviews. And I think when he does do interviews, people talk about Meek's interviews. Like, I've did a lot of content on it, and I think his interviews reach more people quickly. So I think people pick on Meek Mill, man. I think people pick on Meek Mill because of his popularity. You got Trick Dad talking about ever since you ain't been with your girl, you've been off one. Like, God, that's pretty rough. Like, sheesh, like that's kind of taking it out of bounds, right? I think this is Trick Daddy picking on Meek Mill. Again, Meek has made himself some sort of an easy target, I believe, because of the Drake situation. I think all this dates back to the Drake situation. Niggas wasn't coming at Meek before then like that. I think that really rubbed people the wrong way, and I think Meek's name has been in the spotlight ever since. And he's a trap rapper, right? If you look at Meek's, like, I'm not really big on like the social media following, but Meek stands out to me. Meek has 11 million followers on Instagram. Nobody that is in Meek's world has nowhere near the amount of followers, right? Meek ain't sold the amount of albums like a Kendrick or Cole. Meek ain't sold, he ain't did numbers like them in his career, not yet at least. And like, you talking about Meek, I'm pretty sure his social media following is bigger than both of those guys. Meek is just, a very rare special entity because the Nicki situation and the Drake situation made him extremely popular, and it put his life in a microscope. And it looks like everybody has just been coming for that brother, and he brags and pops off about what he got, and I'm not mad at him for that. But it looks like everybody wants to pick on Meek Mill. When people are mad about some shit in rap, instead of going at the niggas who really talking about that gang life a lot more than Meek, instead of going at them niggas, everybody just wants a piece of Meek Mill. What do you think about Trick Daddy saying Meek Mill is banned from Miami because Meek Mill said he was one of the first people to bring the yacht life down to Miami? That's pretty much what it's about. Talk to me in the comment box below. Can a rapper ban somebody in 2017? I want to know, because back in the day we did hear stories about niggas saying, look, nah, if I were you, I wouldn't come here. That's when cities used to get together and niggas really would get rid of you. But in this social media era, when a rapper says you're banned from this city, does it have any clout anymore? Talk to me in the comment box below. I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, you know, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now you're turning up on itsmrtaliaferro.com, shawty.